Hey, you guys, happy Friday. You guys, I got crazy success to share with you in today's video, and it's client success. And this is your birds before land. If you're manifesting to be chosen, to get more money, if you want $100,000, this is the video for you. And this is, again, every video I make, I always talk about, it's not just about the success story, and it's not just about what the person manifested. It's how you need to show up to be chosen and manifest whatever it is that you want. So if you're not manifesting money, this video is not just about manifesting $100,000. It's being in the right state of mind to receive what it is that you want. So stay tuned for that, you guys. Get your drinks, get your snacks. I've had such a cool week with clients today, you guys, one-on-ones. Like, their successes have been amazing. And yes, we got more flowers from SP. If you guys saw recently, I've been sharing more and more of SP stuff, and we got more beautiful flowers specifically chosen by SP, which I love. I love. You guys, it's your birthright to be a receiver. It's your birthright to be appreciated. It's your birthright to be loved and showered with gifts, and not even about the materialistic stuff, just to be loved and appreciated. Not because you're doing anything special, but because it's you. That is your birthright. And I always teach that. I always teach that to my clients. I teach you how to get in that self-concept, to be chosen, to receive. So let's get into the video, you guys. All right, so this first success, I'm going to talk about two of them in today's video. This first success, we met in our last session. So this client of mine has been coaching with me for years. She came to me wanting to manifest her SP at first. The very first time she came to me, that's what it was. She manifested marriage. She manifested having her first baby. She manifested a brand new home. She's manifested so much money throughout the years coaching with me. And now, not only is she in a brand new second home, but she manifested her beautiful luxury life and her husband and her baby. And now she manifested 6 figures, $100,000, you guys. 2 weeks ago, we were talking about how she has a lot of stuff to do. She has a lot of projects around the house. She wants to build the backyard. She wants to go on better vacations and all this. And she was like, I just want more money. She's like, I want to manifest more money. She's like, I've been manifesting so much with you. She's like, I want to hit a new goal. And I love this because when you first learn about manifesting, it's almost like you're afraid because you haven't seen evidence so much. So, but it's so cool that the more you do the work and the more evidence you see and all that, you level up. So now, like, the manifestations become bigger. So her manifestation was now 6 figures. She's done 5 figures before. She's done houses. She's done cars, her amazing relationship and all that. And this one was 6 figures. So last time when we met 2 weeks ago, well, that wasn't the last time. The last time was this week when she told me the success. But before she manifested the $100,000, she was like, Ani, I want to level up on my money. Like, I've been sleeping on this too long, right? So I told her what to do. I gave her some specific affirmations, and I gave her homework. Now, everyone's homework, when you're working with me one-on-one, I give different homework to everyone. Everyone's homework is different because everyone's story is different and everyone's limiting beliefs are different. So she, like all of us, we know sometimes what to do, or we know we got to be consistent, right? But we're not. Some of us are not consistent because we know that one day it'll work anyway, so we don't have to rush, or we're not in the we don't need to rush. Maybe that's why we don't double down on what we know we have to do, like our homework or the consistency in our mindset, our mental diet. A lot of us are doing that. That's why we don't have what we want yet. A lot of us, we give into the limiting beliefs, right? And which is a huge no-no, right? So listen, we all have limiting beliefs. And this applies to all of you watching, manifesting, whatever it is that you're manifesting. Limiting beliefs come up. This is not something that you can run away from. This is not something that you should avoid even. I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys who has coached with other coaches before, or who just watches a lot of manifestation content, you might think that every time you have a limiting belief, you have to flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. But I teach you in a way to face it, actually, because flipping is also sometimes a form of like, you just don't want to face it. You don't want to face the trigger, or you don't even know where the trigger is coming from, and you don't even care why. Yeah, sometimes if it's a light topic that you don't really, it's not really stressing you out so much, flipping the thought is great. But if it's something that comes up often, and you now identify as that person, right? Let's say you have a lot of limiting beliefs about money, and you're someone that you identify as like, I struggle financially, right? Now, you're now in a state of struggle. You are in a state, you keep reaffirming that I am this person. Now, why wouldn't just flipping the thought work in this case? And I've seen it all the time. Like, I coach thousands of people throughout the years now. And the reason why sometimes when you flip a thought, it doesn't stick, or you change the story and it doesn't stick, is because the rest of your day, you are being that person and that self-concept, which is in lack. So yeah, you might say a affirmation here or there, but it doesn't stick, because the rest of your day, you are acting, being, thinking as if the person in lack. So this is why it's so important to stay consistent with whatever homework you need to do, or whatever homework a coach gives you, or whatever mindset practice you're doing. It's important to stay consistent because you are in a reprogramming phase, right? You guys have to understand that too. This is another tip. So whenever you want to level up, or you want more money, or you want a new relationship, or you want to be chosen, your starting point is here and your end point is here. So the self-concept here where you start, and the self-concept here where you already have what you want, is very different. And there's space in between. As you're in that phase of leveling up and becoming that version of you, that person, it's normal. It's normal to go through it. It's not going to be like, well, one day you just like became that person. You have a programming set in your mind. I say this in almost all of my videos. To reprogram, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, to not stay in the same place you are, and to become that other version of you by doing different things, by becoming a different person, by acting, speaking, thinking as this version of you, not that. So if you're going through it right now and limiting beliefs are coming up, fears are coming up, doubts are coming up, worries are coming up, that is so normal. Please don't think that you have to block all of this and not face it and hide it under the rug, because guess what? The more you hide from it, the more you make it like, oh my God, I can't deal, like I cannot like face these things, like because I'm scared. If I face them, what if I manifest them? No. These things come up to the surface because your brain's trying to figure out, hey, do you still want to be this person? Because you're doing stuff differently now. You're doing stuff outside of your norm. We can tell that you're leveling up. But if you're leveling up and you're not focusing so much more on the lack now, should we get rid of the lack for you? Your brain asks you that. It's like a hard drive. I've said this in some of my oldest videos, you guys. And if you're new here, check those out because those are also gold, those videos. But your brain is like a hard drive. So sometimes when you're saving new files, meaning new self-concept, new habits, new thoughts, new mental diet, new healthy living, new abundant mindset, whatever it is, new being chosen concept, your brain is like, all right, you're focusing a lot on this lately. We have these old files here that we can clear out to make room for these new files. Would you like that? So that's why the old stuff comes up. But you've probably been taught either by people that don't know what they're teaching or by false information. Avoid that. Avoid that. Avoid that question. Avoid those thoughts at all cost. No, 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 no. That is a blessing. It is a blessing when you when that stuff from deep within comes up to the surface. It's a blessing when it's asking you, hey, do you want to continue being your old self, or do you want to continue to become this new, better version of you? And the more you decide, the more you say, nope, new version, nope, gonna think as the new version, gonna show up as the new version, gonna act, live, breathe as this new version, not in lack, because I know my focus creates. That's what I'm going to do. So when that little file comes up and says, are you sure you want to delete? Yes. Yes. And how do you say yes? By how you act, your new habits, your new way of thinking. So it's not always just flip the thought and be done with it. If you have done that, you've probably noticed those thoughts come up a lot. The habits, the old habits, the familiar comes up so much. And it's so annoying because you don't want that to be your familiar anymore. You want something new to be your familiar, right? So what my client worked on is she really removed her distractions from her, that everything that was triggering her, that was like, no, like you have this bill to pay and this responsibility and that responsibility. I told her, I said, for homework, you got to shut down that side noise that's trying to keep you in that old state. And in that old state, nothing's serving you. So you wouldn't want to stay in that old state anyway. So you got to really hone in on, like, you know how this works. You know that the side distractions don't serve you. So you're not even going to give time to side distractions. You're going to really pinpoint on who you want to be, how you want to show up. How would you think if you were already there? What would you feel if you were already there? What would you plan if you were already there? How would you speak to your friends if that thing that you wanted already was working out? It's a complete different life, you guys. That's actually something I would like you guys to do for homework too. Look, free YouTube video, and I'm giving you homework, and I challenge you with this, okay? I want you to, and I've said this in old videos, I don't know if you guys are doing it or not, but try it out, see how it works out for you. It's only going to benefit you. Sit down, get out your notebook, get out a piece of paper, whatever, and actually write down, how would your life change if you got the thing you wanted? And I don't mean just how would it change, like, oh, it would be great, it would be so much better. I don't mean like that. I mean, get detailed. How would it change your mood? How would you wake up in the mornings? How would you talk to specific people? Would you show up differently? Would you behave differently? Would you worry as much? Would you be following more of your passions, more things that are fun? Or would you avoid the things that are fun because you got to sit there and worry, doubt, fear, right? You see how, like, if you really sit down and think about it for a second, if I was more abundant, how would it be? If I was more wealthy, how would it be? It's different. It's different. But you don't take the time to do that because you are too distracted with what 3D is showing you. That is the problem in most people. They are too distracted with what 3D is showing them, and they want to put a band-aid on what 3D is showing them. So sometimes the band-aid you use is like, oh, let me just flip the thought, or the band-aid is, let me just say an affirmation. But if you want it to stick, you got to go a little deeper. If you've tried those things a lot and they're not getting you results. Make sense? If this makes sense, comment down below. If you take up my challenge, send a heart emoji in the comments. My second client, you guys, so we've been working together for a long time too, my second client. And she's actually in the medical field. And if you are in the medical field too, or if you're a doctor, or if you're any in those positions, you know that there's a lot of like student loans that you have to take care of. And in the past, I've worked for doctors, and I remember them talking about it all the time, like the student loans, the student loans, the student loans. So she was always telling me, Ani, like, I can't wait until I'm done with this stuff. Like, it's just too much, too many bills, too many like loans I have to take care of. I just want to finally enjoy the money I'm making, right? Instead of paying those off. So out of the blue, she gets a huge surprise. Now, I'm not going to share all the details. If she wants me to share all the details, she will send me maybe an email, or maybe even the videos if she wants, of what she was sharing with me. But she went back home to visit her parents, and out of the blue, she got literally that taken care of as a gift for all her hard work, all her studying throughout the years, all her sleepless nights. And she doesn't have to worry about that extra stress anymore. She can just work, have fun, enjoy all the money coming in. And you guys are probably thinking, oh, well, yeah, it was a surprise, it was a gift, or it was this, or it was that. But manifestation comes in those ways. It's not always in one way. It could come in any way, unexpected. And she's had these loans for a long time, these student loans for a long time. But the change happened when she changed her inner world. The change happened when she started thinking more abundantly. She even got a better paying job in the same month while all this is going on. So she also told me that she got $1,400 owed to her from somewhere, like that too. Like what I'm trying to say is, it's not just a coincidence. None of this is. Once you start doing the inner work, you start seeing the results, and you start seeing it once, twice, 3 times, and you start seeing it more and more, because the more you see it, right? There's this phase in between where, you're trying to trust, you're trying to keep the faith, but you don't really see anything, right? There's this unseen moment happening, which stresses all of us out. But the moment then, when you do the work and you stay consistent and evidence starts showing up, then it becomes a domino effect with all this evidence coming in, flowing in, because one after the other, you're like, oh my God, like, okay, like this works. And then the more you're in faith and the more you start believing, the more pours in. So you can never lose by working on your inner world, your mindset, your self-concept. You can never lose. It's always going to be a benefit, and it's going to be the gift that keeps on giving, you guys. I promise you. When I first started working on my self-concept, I did not have the relationship I have right now. The relationship I have right now is what most people dream of. Healthy, non-toxic, communication, 24/7, constant words of affirmation, acts of love, proper behavior, proper showing up for each other. Like, I'm just so grateful, but it's because of the work I did within, because as above, so below, as within, so without, right? Everyone is you pushed out. And once you start showing up for yourself, you start seeing the whole world, your whole universe show up for you. It's universe. Think of it like universe, right? Everything's revolving around you. And I don't mean it in a conceited way. I mean it in a way of what you do inside matters. What you do with this matters. If you stay in the same lack and the same stagnant energy and the same, oh, pity myself type of vibes, you're not going to get what you're looking for from everyone around you. Because that energy, the energy from outside has to match within. You get me? I know you get me. So you guys, I'm going to leave you with that. My sale is still going on. Take advantage. It's going to end very soon. I think you guys have another week or so with the $45 off each session, or any of the courses you want to try out. It's $45 off. I've been loving this season so much. I just want to give. Give. I believe in giving. It makes me happy. Like, that's my favorite thing to do. My what's the thing? You know, what's the love language? My love language is literally like giving people gifts and watching them light up as I give them the gifts. Like, so I can't give each of you a personal, like, customized gift, but this I can. So if you're interested in working with me, now is the time. If you want to take advantage of that sale, the code is VIP 2025, VIP 2025. If you want to go on your own on the website and book your appointment or buy the courses, you're welcome to do so with that code. If you're having trouble on the website, just email us, sessions@createyourfuture.co, or just comment down below and reception will help you. I love you guys. Take advantage of it. It's ending soon. I'll see you soon. This is your Birds Before Land. Next success stories are you guys. $100,000. Let's go.